Hey, what's up, guys? Jeremy coming at you for, I don't even know. I can't even call this really vinyl collecting pickups. Don't even know what to really call it. For now, I'm just going to call it Robotech Lost. All right. It's kind of a weird little journey. 100% true story. I'm going to give it to you a little bit. But right now, I just want to play a little clip from music that you may recall as kids growing up. Obviously from Robotech. And just a quick opening there. Now, going through this, it's going to be a little bit guerrilla. I'm going to have to show you some different screens here just to give some information across. I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to cut it and stuff. So it's going to be unplanned, just, again, guerrilla and stuff. So, all right, you heard some music there. Robotech. Background music. As you all know, growing up, a lot of the kids, a lot of guys I knew, either like G.I. Joe, Transformers, and in that top 3 was Robotech, or at least in the 80s generation that I grew up with. Little do we know at the time, especially at the young age we were at, that Robotech was actually imported here and was based off a show in Japan called Macross. And it's funny how probably about 20 years later I would live in Japan, and a lot of the first establishing communication I had with the Japanese, I was living in Yokohama and stuff, but often would frequent Tokyo, included Macross and talked about Robotech. So it was weird how many years later everyone knew about Macross, and not just kids. We're talking adults, like seniors. People knew about Macross. So, anyways, Robotech. Let's get back to it. True story. Here it is. A couple weeks ago, I had a friend. He works at a local game cycle store here. His name is Red Hat. He was like, "Oh yeah, I just got the background music or the BGM to Robotech." I'm like, "What?" Right? And stuff. And I wanted it so bad. The music. If you heard any of the tracks, a lot of people would remember it. Even girls that were in a Robotech, they'll remember the tracks. It was a critical component of the show. So this person named Red Hat, aka Sydney, aka Red Hat, we never arrived on a deal to get that album, and I really wanted it so bad and stuff. So one night I'm at my girlfriend's house, and I look on eBay, and I see it, and I'm like, okay, but I see something a little bit different with it, and actually it was the album, the background music, which I'll show you in a sec, with a test press, okay? And I'm having been an audiophile, a music collector, vinyl collector, test press by itself for certain albums like ridiculous, but finding a test press for Robotech is even extremely ridiculous. So going into that, at first I made an offer on the lot, and then I'm like, why am I making an offer? Just buy it, right? So I went and I bought the lot. I checked out everything, and then I wanted to learn more about it, pardon me. And from there, I actually did some research online and learned that the album was actually produced by US Renditions, and it's a company that was a special projects division of Nippon Books, and that was based out of LA. From there, back in the day when Carl Masick and Harmony Gold, they had Robotech, they had everything else going, but they didn't have the music. And at the time, a number of people involved, David Keith Riddick, Kevin Seymour, many others. It was more David that was into trying to mainstream anime into North America, get it subtitled, and he with his partners, that was their bigger vision, and it was actually Carl that approached them to produce the background music to Robotech. The result was an outstanding success for US Renditions. They were able to prove to their corporate that there was a market, and from there, that's what kind of, as you know, with the many multiple, I don't even know where to start, many anime that's out there today that's subtitled, it was all really thanks to US Renditions and the hard work of David Keith Riddick. Now, in his CFO, Carl was in that CFO, and that's how they kind of built a relationship. So that's how they were able to work out stuff. When I got this album, doing more research, and I was like, okay, it's a test press. I haven't heard it yet. You know, what are the chances of having a real test press? So I contacted David Keith Riddick via the blog, and actually inquired about the test press, and later on I was able to secure his contact info and sent photos, information about the lot. Now, here's where, unfortunately, it gets sad, and we don't know the total result of what will happen yet, but I've kind of stayed in touch. I followed up with David by email, and if you're watching this, David, thank you so much for reviewing my stuff. I know it's a lot. This random guy in Canada you don't know is just emailing you about a record, a test press. But on the test press, obviously and for those of you who don't know what a test press is, it's usually before they stamp the blank and they make thousands of presses. There's usually a test press to make sure the quality of the tracks, the album is good before they go into mass production. So they usually make a test press, they'll test it out, they'll have a label, they'll write on the label, and on the label it had Robotech, it had Nippon Books, it had all the right information and stuff going, so I sent that to David. Now, what's interesting is I followed up with the seller. I emailed him directly through eBay and did not hear a response, so waited a little bit, then followed up again. Finally, I just wanted to establish communication, and I've only done this once before, but I actually went through eBay and I got the seller's contact information, and the number pops up, and I tried calling him once and it didn't click in the first time, and then I went back and I looked at it and I was like, wait a minute, Kevin Seymour, right? So it said in the lot, I'll show you in a second here, that this person got it direct from the test plant. So I'm like, how would a random person get that? But now it was Kevin Seymour, who worked for US Renditions. Now, that said, here's the unfortunate news. Unfortunately, regretfully, Kevin Seymour passed away this past February, a few weeks ago. And I don't even know what to say. But I did some research online and I came across a blog for Rebecca Forstadt. And I emailed Rebecca, who already got back in touch with me, and I sent her the info, so I haven't heard back yet. But it was kind of, and first, it's now I'm emailing a random person who, think about this for a second, you guys might have caught on a moment ago by her name. She was a voice actor who was actually Minmay. And that's actually crazy, being a Robotech fan, the first time, you email a random person. I know, and I apologize, Rebecca, if you're watching this right now. Thank you so much for reviewing that email and that communication, and thank you so much for all the work that you did as Lin Minmay. I know that countless people, generations of people are so thankful for the work that you've done there. But I emailed her the information, and hopefully that she can follow up. If she doesn't have any advice, or if you don't have any advice, Rebecca, thank you so much for looking into it. I realize now, and after just a brief conversation, 1 or 2 emails I have with David, it's actually a significant piece of anime history, not just Robotech history, but anime history, because it's really what was the pivotal platform for helping US Renditions move forward. So without that Robotech BGM Volume 1 soundtrack, which was the first anime album to be produced in North America and the only Robotech album, USR would not have gone forward as far as it did. So thank you so much for that alone. So and again, when I started the video, I said I was going to do this all guerrilla style. I just want to show you guys some stuff and go from there. Again, I'm kind of flying off the cuff here. All right, so yeah, just watching Robotech, as you can see right there. Okay, I'm just gonna, on my Mac here, just minimize some stuff. Sorry. Okay, as you can see here, just to have proof, see it says, "Hi Jeremy" at the top left, and you have bought this item. All right, so I bought and I paid for it. I sent it via PayPal, and as you can see, it's out to Silmar, California. It's for the Robotech album. All right. So anyways, that said, where do I start here? I'm just dragging up some stuff, guys. Okay, I'm putting something from my Facebook page that I share with my friends, because a lot of my friends are into Robotech. They might not outwardly say it, but I'm gonna put you guys on the spot, like Jason, Miguel, Lester, Nate, everyone that was into Transformers. I don't even know where to start. All you guys know you're loved Robotech. So, and all my friends in Japan, this is what's up. Okay, so that was the album. It's in shrink. These photos were taken off the eBay site there, but I sent these to David just for proof. So that's the front, that's the lower, BGM Collection Volume 1. That's the back. As you can see, there's shrink there. It's done by US Renditions. Very nice. There's Rick, there's Dana, Sterling, there's Rand and stuff. And actually, yeah. Just another shot there. You see the Sentinels. And there's another shot of the album. Another backside shot. And now we get into the album itself. That's, again, the BGM. That's the labels there that Kevin took a shot of. Now we're getting into the test press. And I'll move in a little bit closer. Okay, so now we're in the test press, and as you can see here, Rainbow Records test pressing. This is actually, it's hidden under the ruler here in the photo, but there's Books Nippon. That's the customer, and that's correct. And the number in the Robotech file, and then the markings there. Now this would have all the tracks that were on the regular BGM, and there's the other side, the test pressing. All right, Rainbow Records. This is some artwork that, not artwork, pardon me, the marketing materials that came with it, noting the release of the USR music. That's the front side and the back side. And this was a piece of just some corrugated board. I think just some foam car that they, foam car that they used to promote Robotech. But anyways, that was the album and stuff. And let's see if I can go back here just to show you some of the stuff that was on there. You guys can pause this later and check it out, but it just talks about the information there that I pulled from the eBay ad. All right. And just for a second here, let's listen to Rebecca. Let's see who posts. What character is that? If you don't know who that is, you fail. And I know my cousin Kathleen, she was so into Robotech. I remember watching this episode with her when Max and Mira got married. She loved it so much. She was crazy for Robotech, and yeah, everyone I knew that was into it just loved it. So again, thank you so much, guys. The music is fantastic, and it's funny that you know, I've established contact with people from USR and also through Rebecca. So thank you so much. So anyways, that's the album. It's on my Facebook page and stuff. You guys can add me or do whatever you want. But here's the deal. From there, again, I did some research, found out that Kevin Seymour had unfortunately passed away, and I know that he did a lot of work. He directed Rebecca in a number of different things, and like Metropolis, a couple others, but Robotech was her big break. But again, feel free to check out, I'll post this in the comment section below, just the Rebecca Forstadt here, and here's something that she wrote up here that covered Kevin. So this is how I learned, unfortunately, you know, about this stuff, and I established contact with her. But yeah, that's about it. So where to from here? Well, my last email to Rebecca was to inquire if there's some way, and I feel, pardon me, honestly, and I do apologize, I feel quite rude to actually email someone and say, is there a way that I can really find, like, get in touch and get this item? But if there is, fantastic. If not, I'm thanks so much for looking at it. But if I am able to secure it, there's definitely one of my friends I want to play it. I promised my friend Dustin we'd play it on his platter one time just to hear it, especially the test press, just to confirm and stuff, and then we'd put away. Other than that, if I keep it now, knowing the significance of it, David, if you see this, if I do some way get it, we'll stay in touch. Let me just hold on to it for a little bit. Let me listen to it maybe once and stuff. And I know it's a significant piece of your history, US Renditions. I know yeah, there's history with Harmony Gold. So after a time, I'm just telling you straight up that I'd be pleased to donate it back. I have your contact information through email, and from there I just want to, you know, hold it for a little bit. You can do what you want. You can I don't know if there's some type of Robotech anime museum with USR or Harmony Gold. I know they have Robotech.com and stuff, but yeah. And that said, there's a couple people. If it comes this way, there's something I want to do with it. I want to, for the test press, design a cover for it. I have a friend who's amazing graphic designer. He's watching it right now and stuff. But graphic designer, we can design this. We can put it behind an acrylic, and then it's protected forever and stuff. So that said, that's Robotech Lost. A significant piece of Robotech history that I didn't quite have in my hands, but I did win temporarily for a moment in time. And again, sorry to keep going on here with the guerrilla marketing and all that stuff. But yeah, if you're watching this, David, thank you so much. Rebecca, again, wow, thank you so much. You guys rock and stuff. So everyone out there, enjoy. If you haven't picked up a copy, just go on eBay, go on Amazon, look for Robotech Battleground Music or BGM Volume 1 vinyl. If you guys love the show and you love the music, yeah, a significant piece of history, something to be enjoyed, and that's it. That's I don't know. I'll let you know if I get it. I'll post another video and I'll show you how I got it and stuff. And then hopefully, if we with my friend can develop the casing and the cover, that'd be sweet and stuff. All right, so that's that. And this video is proof, David, that if I do get it or whatever, and if you do want it back, I'll happily donate to USR. I just want to see it once, you know, just to like have it in my hands once. I'm like, oh my god, this is a piece of Robotech history. All right, thanks so much, guys. Have a wonderful day. And last but not least, thanks so much, David and Rebecca. You guys are rock. Thanks.